Hey yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. All right, so this video is so awesome. I love this. I was on YouTube just checking some stuff out, and I got dragged into a YouTube rabbit hole, and I was searching through some other stuff, and I came across an article. The article is by Angie Harvey, and it's from The Gamer. So check out that thegamer.com. This is back in October 6, 2017. These are some features that GTA 5 removed, and it got me thinking about some other features that I really miss and I wish they would bring back. All right, so these are all the stuff that they removed before the game came out, and some of the things that they removed during the game that I wish they would bring back. Let's get right into it. This is pretty cool. So Grand Theft Auto Online didn't manage to survive the content culling either, as players have found significant remnants of what GTA Online could have potentially been, as players uncovered a series of code and text files that detail the initial concept that developers had in mind for GTA Online. One player, Fun Day Panda, geez, Tez, this is forever ago, described this online concept as cops and crooks, where players were given the option to choose between three different sides: the Lost MC, the Vagos, and the cops. It has been said that by choosing the police faction, you'd be able to arrest and handcuff other players, something that was depicted in a number of promotional images. And they go on to say, I think we can all agree that the idea of having factions with the GT Online would have been a fairly cool concept. But, you know. So, anyways, though, here's another one that they took out of the game before it came into existence. GTA 5, Trevor and Michael were once disguised as a gay couple. This was part of a heist mission. This is a heist that never made it into the heist that we know as of now. And basically, it was a multi-mission setup, and during one of the missions with Martin was involved with this. And I talked about this a while ago. I made a video that Martin should be a contact for a heist. Apparently, I was right. They had him as a contact, but they ended up being gay and tricked him or whatever. So that was pretty cool, but they took that out. Here's another cool one right here. Ever since the launch of GTA 5, fans have continually questioned why the game lacks horses, especially when taking into consideration that the developers have dropped numerous hints and have even developed several horse-related areas. While there is still yet to be any significant proof towards the fabled animal, many believe that Rockstar did indeed have horses during the beta, but were unfortunately removed before the game was released. While nobody knows why the horses were cut, a group of modders have since found a number of audio files from a police dispatch officer saying, riding a white horse, on a black horse, on a light-colored horse. Furthermore, some eagle-eyed fans were even quick to discover that a horse can actually be seen during a Pisswazzer commercial on the Weasel TV channel. The horse appears to be situated in a farm-like area and is surrounded by pigs and rednecks as they roll around in the mud. I mean, and here we go, come today, Red Dead 2, right? So, Lamar Davis was almost a playable character. Interesting. So, during the final showdown, there are three different options for the players to choose. Option A and B end with Franklin killing either Michael or Trevor, or option C of keeping all three main characters alive. However, after digging through the game's source code, players discovered that option C initially involved the death of Franklin, who would ultimately be replaced by Lamar Davis. Oh my god. What makes this source code so unique is that a significant amount of hidden animations and voice lines were uncovered for Lamar that were never used with the current game. Players have confirmed that by modding the game to play as Lamar, you will be able to interact with surrounding pedestrians in the same fashion as both Michael and Trevor. The amount of dialogue that has been found for Lamar is more than any other secondary character within the game, leaving me to believe that Lamar Davis was indeed going to be Franklin's replacement should he have died during the final mission. You know, maybe they had something to do with the lowrider missions that Lamar has to run. So a bunch of game-changing minigames were cut. Interesting. Let's see what they had to say. Let's face it. Out of all the activities within GTA San Andreas, the gym was among one of your most visited places within the game, as the side activity was arguably one of the best features to have ever been introduced into the Grand Theft Auto series. The feature was so popular among the community that Rockstar even considered adding the gyms into GTA 5, but ultimately decided to cut the feature after technical difficulties arose during the development. Rockstar claimed that changing the scale of the characters' muscles was extremely challenging, as the characters' bodies couldn't be altered to the quality level they had wanted to achieve. They stated that changing of CJ's body in GTA San Andreas was much more forgiving due to the game's standard definition. Along with the removal of the gym, players found a series of icons within the game's code that revealed activities for tow truck removal, basketball, air hockey, and even valet parking. Come on, man. There's so much that they could have brought back into this. Oh, my God. Street vendors, drive-thrus, even Cluck and Bell were cut from the scene. So, we all remember the iconic Big Smoke Cluck and Bell order from GTA San Andreas, as it is arguably one of the most memorable lines from the entire franchise. So when players found some very intriguing DLC icons among the game's source code, they were beyond excited. These icons were found just before the Heist DLC dropped in 2014 and sparked the interest of many within the community as they potentially revealed several new side activities. The icons depicted activities for street vendors, Cluck and Bell, burger shop, and even drive-thrus. Despite these activities never seeing the light of day, the fact still remains that Rockstar wouldn't have created such finalized icons unless the developers were at some point prototyping these activities within the game. Damn, dude. I mean, once again, this is just kind of reminding us how big this game is. Some of the cool stuff that didn't make it, and like I said, man, they could bring this back in. They can do some of these things. They could bring into the game. I mean, there's a potential for a lot of content. The GTA 5 map was a lot different prior to the game release. All right, so one feature that many fans had noticed was that the final version of the GTA 5 map was quite different from what fans had first witnessed during the game's initial trailer, as numerous towns were angled in different directions, some towns had different names, and even the Grand Sonora Desert was much larger in size. Fans also noticed that certain parts of the maps, such as Martin Madrazo's mansion and the Vinewood Hills, and even the Paleto Bay Sheriff's Office, appeared to have both had accessible interiors in the game's initial trailer. Why the map was changed at such a late stage in development is unknown, and while the current rendition of the game's map has no faults, it would have been nice if Rockstar had kept the initial size of the Grand Sonora Desert, as the addition of any larger areas is always an added bonus. So that kind of that's interesting. I'm not sure what they would have done with that. You know, having a larger desert. Maybe they just thought it was just too much dead space, not really much going on out there. So I think the size of the desert they have out there now is fine. This is funny. GTA 5 code proves that the jetpack was real at some point. This is obviously an older, an older article, because now we have the jetpack, right? So that's pretty cool. Taking a look back to the old school days, right? Before, everybody was like freaking out about this. So, with a dedicated community of players still actively searching for the jetpack on a daily basis, it is hard to turn down this rather complex conspiracy theory, as players are still constantly finding new facts and evidence that support the jetpack claims. However, after an interview with Kotaku, one of the game's modders, WildBrick124, claims that the search for the jetpack is complete nonsense, as there is nothing that supports its existence in the game. Despite WildBrick124 claiming that there is currently no code that supports the existence of the jetpack in game, he does go on to state that there was actually one point in time when a script was discovered being called Gadget Jetpack. While the script was eventually removed, many claim that it may have just been a way for Rockstar to mess with fans who dig within the game's code, something that Rockstar is no stranger to doing. So that's pretty cool, and now we have a jetpack, right? This is nice. A significant amount of weapons have been cut, and once again, like Nostradamus, we have some of these weapons now. So it leads me to believe that Rockstar could add some of this stuff in here. I really do think they could. As we learned so far, Rockstar has removed quite a significant amount of content throughout the development of Grand Theft Auto series, as vehicles, characters, missions, animals, and even weapons have ultimately been removed before the final release of the game. GTA 5 was one of the unlucky games that fell victim to deleted content, as modders were able to uncover through the game's source code a series of deleted weapons. These weapons include a shovel, that'd have been dope, fire extinguisher, fire axe, lasso, and even laser sights. GTA 5 wasn't the only game that suffered content removal before its release, as modders have been able to uncover several files that contained deleted content from GTA San Andreas. These files revealed that the game initially had over 150 weapons, which included a grenade launcher, micro SMG, machete, and even a laser in that game as well. Unfortunately, these weapons were removed before the game's final release. So, we got potential. Some of these things we got, some we could still possibly get. Female officers were originally going to be in the game. So the Grand Theft Auto series is no stranger to controversies, especially when it comes to how they portray women within their games. However, there is one particular issue that has caused quite a stir among the community, as many have noticed that the game is severely lacking in female police officers, as players have reported that it is extremely rare to find a female officer patrolling the streets of Los Santos. It has been said that female officers only spawn in the surrounding areas of a police station and only ever by foot. While female police officers were removed from patrol opportunities, it is unknown, but as it seems, Rockstar had initially planned to have female officers in the line of duty, as numerous promotional images often saw female officers in action. Given the current real-world stance on equality and the constant fighting for equal rights every day, it seems strange that Rockstar would remove such a feature. And that is true. It is rare to have a female cop out there, but I have seen a couple female cops in GTA 5 Online. But it's just kind of a weird, thing to even I don't know, whatever though. 2 unique animal transforms were cut from the game as well. So Peyote Plant Collectible is one of the many features that players had initially missed during their first playthrough of the game, as these plants aren't particularly easy to find and require the player to search long and hard to find each one of the different plants. When found, the player can eat the peyote plant, which contains psychoactive properties, causing a hallucinogenic effect to occur. There are 28 different playable animals that the player can transform into upon finding the corresponding plant. However, one YouTuber, what? God dang it. Mr. This is gross. Revealed that extra code was found hidden within the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 DLC that seemingly confirmed the addition of 2 more playable animals. The code showcases dialogue from Trevor as he transforms into a rat and a chimpanzee. While nothing has since come of the 2015 update, it would have been cool to have a few extra animals to transform into. I had really no idea about that. So now I'm going to kind of go off on a little bit of a tangent right here. These are some things in the game that have been removed that's not in this article, but I just kind of wanted to touch bases on here. The first is the money trucks, man. I miss the money trucks. Now, there was a issue with they at one time they were totally removed from the game. You couldn't even find a money truck because apparently there's some issue with spamming the trucks, finding a new session. It was 25 grand back in the day. That was a lot of money. They have since been replaced with the VIP and the other free mode events and things like that. But it would still be nice to have a money truck going around and be able to battle over that and get the money truck, the 25 grand out of it. That was so much fun back in the day. Fighting through the lobby to get those and get the money for it. That was really cool. A few other things that have been removed that really bug me that I would love to see back in the game. Do you remember when Moore's Mutual, when you called the Moore's Mutual, you could claim all of your vehicles at once? Now you have to go through each garage. That means you have to, call multiple times. It wastes so much time and it is so annoying. I understand why they removed the mechanic from personally delivering the vehicle. And I guess because of car duplications, you can't all at once call in your whole, all the cars that have been blown up. I just think that's just a dumb thing to take out, though. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I really miss that with Moore's Mutual. And do you remember crate drops? A lot of people comment when I wear my beer hats. There's beer hats in the game, right? There are hats that have cans of beer with a straw in them that you can, wear. The only way to get those hats was to fight for crate drops, and you fight in a lobby and you get the crate, you open it up and you get ammo and a special t-shirt, and you would get a beer hat. I miss that kind of stuff. Why is that not in the game? That was so much fun. Being able to do those things, that just, once again, I know we got business battles now, but all it does is reward you with a little bit of time off your nightclub and a little bit of money. It's not really that big of a deal. It's kind of, it's just whatever. But those were so much fun. It added such a cool element to the game, and they could easily bring that back. Another thing I miss a lot is the betting. You used to be able to bet on races up to $10,000. So as a crew, we would get in there, have a really cool race with 15, 20 of us. We'd all put up 10 grand, and the winner could really get some good money. And but they removed it because there was rumors or people were scamming it, and I guess, I don't know, making some money off of it. But I just thought that was so dumb. I missed that. That was such a cool feature to have in the betting. Now you can only bet $1,000, so it's pointless. But Yeah, so that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Pretty cool stuff. Leave a comment down below what you think. Follow me at Twitter at TylariousYT, Instagram Tylarious_YT. Check out my merch, man. Redbubble.com, search Tylarious, and go to Spreadshirt.com and search Tylarious. You guys know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the illest and realest content in the game. Smash that like button. Stay dangerous. Peace.